back to the Ridge Outdoors. Last video was about inspecting your bug out bag after you use it or just periodically inspecting it. And this video is going to be about reorganizing it, making sure everything makes sense and making sure everything's in there. Biggest thing being the 10 C's of survivability that Dave Canterbury teaches. And let's get at her. As for combustion, I'm going to keep this little fire kit that I have with the cotton balls with Vaseline, a little store-bought type of fire starter, box of matches, a magnesium bar, and this ferro rod. And I'll keep it pretty much all together so I know where it is. It's easy to grab. For cover, I'm still going to keep this Arcturus tarp in the bag. And I'm going to probably just keep one of these cheap emergency blankets and then the nice SOL one. Moving on to cordage, I'm going to keep this bank line and I'm going to keep this 550 type cord. And I'm always going to keep an extra spool of this actual 550 cord as well. Like I said, this is so nice. I might try some of the features out sometime with 10, 20 feet or so, but at the end of the day, this is really nice. I'm going to keep it for an actual emergency. But you do want to test out all your stuff at the end of the day. So I really want to test out the fire capabilities of the little wax-covered jute in there. Fishing line, should work no problem. The snare, I can test out with a couple of different things as well. So we'll definitely be testing this out. The other C's is going to be cotton, so I'm going to keep a cotton bandana in there and my shamag. Once again, for cotton, you can kind of pre-filter water. You're not going to get any of the really bad stuff, but you're at least going to keep leaves out and some of the smaller kind of stuff you would find floating around in a creek or pond type situation. So good thing to have. Also, you can use it as a sling. Like I said before, keep sun off you. You can keep yourself cool down with it. You can also keep yourself warm with it, especially the shamag. You can really wrap around yourself. You can use it kind of as nowadays. You can use it as a little mask for walking around town or something. But I carry a bandana in my pocket at all times, no matter what. But you definitely want these in your bug out bags. Next up is going to be candle. So I'm going to keep this headlamp in there. This quantum flashlight, and then I'm going to keep the little candle lantern in there, and I'm going to throw in some double and AAA batteries as well, just so I have some extra juice, obviously. Next up is going to be canvas needle, so I'm going to keep this little sewing kit in there. I might throw in, let me see, I got another one. Let's see which one I like better. So this one has little scissors in there, a bunch of thread. I still think I'm going to stick with this one. This one's a little bit, I think this one's used actually, so. But just in case we need to fix gear, if the backpack starts ripping or something, I can kind of sew it up. I need to throw one of my probably leather working needles in there, or actually just buy a sail needle or a canvas needle. But I think this will be fine for my uses now. When it comes down to, I guess, more of the cutting tools, I'm going to stick with the Baco Laplander in my bag for now. I've had pretty good luck with it, and I think for most purposes, a saw is going to cover most of your needs. The axe, I'm going to just bring in cases where I know I'm going to be using it, or if I just want to test it out some more. For just everyday bug out bags, I think it's a little overkill, so I'm going to keep that out of there. Also, with the little hand chainsaw, another kind of probably gimmicky thing, something I'll be testing out, but I think I'm going to leave it out just to save a little bit of space, and maybe you can actually go to a smaller bag. So I'm definitely going to keep the alcohol stove in there for those times where either it's not legal to have a fire, or in a real bug out situation, if you're trying not to get discovered and you still need to heat your food, doesn't leave any smoke, and you can boil water pretty quick with it. You don't have to gather a bunch of wood to start a fire. So I'm definitely going to keep that in there. One thing I'm going to be adding back to my kit is an old Altoids tin. Not only can it be extra storage, but obviously you can make char cloth out of it. I tested this one out. First and only time I've tried to make char cloth. Still have some in here. I haven't ever started a fire just using that, and hopefully upcoming in the next couple days I'll try that out. But definitely adding that back in there. Another item I'm debating whether to put in there is this I got from Amazon. This is like a minnow trap. I used to make these when I was younger out of like chicken wire. And this one is just a foldable one made out of mesh. Never used it, but it would be nice to have that option if you're near a stream or creek or a pond or something like that, to catch some minnows, either to use as bait or to, to boil up or to cook to eat in a emergency type situation. So debating putting that in. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put that in or not. So now I'm going to be organizing my bag again and just making everything, kind of putting like things together and making sure everything's really easy to get to. So I'm going to take this Altoids tin and my couple emergency blankets. I'm going to put this in the first pouch. That fits in there pretty nice. I'm going to take this magnifying glass and this other pouch, put the compass in there to protect it a little bit, and then I'll put those in there as well. So that's going to be some of those things I probably won't use that often. So in the next size pouch, let's see, that one's pretty easy to open, so, and not everything kind of comes spilling out, has a lot of organization. So I'm going to put my knife in there. Okay, so that fits in there pretty good. I'm going to put my candle and flashlights in there. Put that in the back, because I won't use that very often. Kind of tuck those together. Make sure they're not going to turn on in there. I'm going to add these wool socks back in there. Those fit in there pretty good. And if I can fit my camp stove in there nice and tight, I think I'm going to put that in there as well. I don't want to overload this so it's too bulging out there. Okay, so it's a little bowed out, but I think it'll be okay. So the next pocket there, I'm going to put pretty much all my cordage in one spot if I can. So let's see. Put those in the bottom one so they don't, or so they sit towards the bottom and distribute the weight a little better. So hopefully this will close. Okay. Good to go. So I might have to consider putting that something more accessible, because that's going to be something I could use quite a bit, whether it be setting up a ridge line for a tarp or tent. My sewing kit. So next I'm going to put this bottle hanger, the eating utensil in the top pouch. I put the sewing kit in there as well, if that hasn't showed up yet. I'm going to put that knife sharpener back in there. I'm going to put the tea back in there just to have something to drink or flavor some water. And I'm going to put my fire kit in there. So that's right on top, should be easy to get to. So my Laplander, let's see, with those zip ties in there, I'm going to put that in there. And since this tarp is pretty thin, yeah, that'll fit there. I'm gonna put that in there as well, so I have a nice big compartment for anything else I would want to put in there as I'm hitting the road or. Okay. So now that big compartment, I'm gonna throw the shemagin at the bottom. I'm gonna put my wool blanket. I think I am going to throw that minnow trap in there just because it doesn't take too much space up. And then my extra kind of pack with my container in it. I'm going to put that up top. And I think that'll do it. Some of these smaller pouches I'm going to come back to because I need to put my bandana in something. And then I'm going to put that SAS survival guide in this little pouch as well. Turn it to the side. Zip that up. And I just have that last thing of kind of food rations I'm going to throw in there as well. And these zip ties. I'm just going to, I'll throw those in there as well. And there it is. That's a little bit more organized than it was. Probably weighs about 25 pounds, I would say. Give or take, maybe closer to 20. I'll have to weigh it one of these days. But that's going to be my bug out bag for now. So that was just a video of me kind of brainstorming and updating my bug out bag, trying to reorganize it so everything in there for the most part makes sense, at least to me. And a bug out bag should always be kind of ever evolving, whether you move or time of season, you should be updating it periodically. And things I could put in there, definitely want to get some duct tape to throw in there. I just need to go to the store. Something to write on or to make notes in, whether it be gaining your bushcraft skills or identifying plants. You can draw the different types of leaves that you see and do some research later, or probably paper and pen or markers you should definitely throw in there. And at the end of the day, your bug out bag is your bug out bag. Nobody has the perfect bug out bag, and I'm really interested to hear what everybody else has in theirs or thinks I should add or take away. If there's something in there is really dumb, let me know. If I have some good ideas that you haven't seen before, let me know in the comments. And I appreciate all the views, all the support. Make sure you like this video and make sure you subscribe. Once again, this is a new YouTube channel. I'm trying to get my feet in the water. Once again, trying to get the lighting right in my videos. Still playing with a couple different configurations. Still getting used to talking to a camera. At the end of the day, I do talk in front of people for a living, but it's way different talking in front of a camera. Like, I have so many dumb takes of me just like starting out a little clip and then being like, oh crap, and deleting it right away, or leaving it till later to delete. So give me that feedback. If you think I can do some things better, let me know. I try not to be monotone. That's probably not the case, but let me know, and that's just something I got to work on. Hopefully within the next couple days, like I keep saying, I'm going to be getting out and doing an actual outdoor and camping video, and hopefully I can piggyback a couple videos off of that. So keep watching and let me know.